Space. The final frontier, a vast expanse that stretches beyond our imagination, filled with countless stars, galaxies, and mysteries yet to be uncovered. It is vast and mysterious, a realm that has fascinated humanity for centuries, inspiring countless stories, theories, and dreams of exploration. But our world, our pale blue dot, faces threats even from the darkness of space. These threats, however, are not from the unknown reaches of the cosmos, but from within our own grasp. These threats are not from asteroids or supernovas, they are from ourselves. The very technology we have developed to explore and understand the universe also holds the potential for our destruction. Intercontinental Ballistic Missiles, or ICBMs, are weapons of immense power. They stand as a testament to human ingenuity and our darker impulses. They can travel thousands of miles, crossing continents and oceans with ease, delivering their deadly payloads to targets far from their launch sites. Their warheads carry unimaginable destructive force, capable of obliterating entire cities and causing untold devastation. ICBMs represent a unique danger to our planet. Unlike natural disasters, their threat is entirely man-made, a product of our own technological advancements and geopolitical tensions. Understanding them is the first step to controlling them. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it is the power to prevent catastrophe. The destructive power of an ICBM is hard to grasp. The sheer scale of the devastation they can cause is almost beyond comprehension. Imagine a weapon that can level a city in an instant. Buildings reduced to rubble, lives lost in a flash, and the landscape forever altered. Now imagine dozens, even hundreds of these weapons scattered across the globe, each one a potential harbinger of destruction, waiting in silos, submarines, and mobile launchers. This is the reality we live with. A world where the push of a button could unleash a chain reaction of destruction on an unprecedented scale. The existence of ICBMs is a sobering reminder of our capacity for self-destruction. They are a symbol of the delicate balance of power and the ever-present threat of nuclear war. But ICBMs are not just weapons. They are also tools of fear, instruments of deterrence that shape international relations and military strategies. They are also tools of fear. The mere threat of their use can influence decisions, create alliances, and drive nations to the brink of conflict. The threat of their use hangs over international relations. It is a constant shadow, influencing diplomacy and military planning. This fear can be paralyzing, preventing countries from acting in their own best interests. It can lead to a dangerous status quo, where the threat of mutual destruction keeps the peace but also stifles progress. It can also be destabilizing, leading to arms races and heightened tensions. The pursuit of security through superior firepower can create a cycle of escalation where each side builds more and more powerful weapons. We must confront the danger of ICBMs. It is a challenge that requires international cooperation, scientific understanding, and a commitment to peace. We must understand how they work, the mechanics of their flight, the technology of their guidance systems, and the physics of their destructive power. We must understand who has them, the nations that possess these weapons, and the strategies they employ to maintain their arsenals, and we must find ways to control them. Through treaties, negotiations, and international agreements, we can reduce the threat they pose. The future of our planet may depend on it. In a world where the destructive power of ICBMs looms large, our ability to manage and mitigate this threat is crucial for the survival and prosperity of humanity. An ICBM's journey is a complex one, involving intricate engineering and precise timing. It is a journey of immense speed and power, showcasing the pinnacle of modern technology and human ingenuity. This journey is divided into 3 distinct phases: boost, midcourse, and reentry, each with its own set of challenges and characteristics. Each phase presents unique challenges for both attack and defense, requiring sophisticated systems and strategies to manage. The boost phase is the initial stage of flight, where the missile is launched from its silo or launch pad. The missile's powerful engines ignite, generating an immense amount of thrust. They propel it skyward with incredible force, overcoming the pull of gravity. This phase is the shortest but also the most violent, as the missile rapidly gains altitude and speed. The missile is most vulnerable during this time as it is exposed and can be targeted by enemy defenses. The midcourse phase is the longest part of the journey, where the missile travels through the vacuum of space. The missile soars high above the Earth, following a pre-programmed trajectory that guides it towards its target. It follows a pre-programmed trajectory, using onboard guidance systems to stay on course. This phase can last for tens of minutes as the missile cruises through space at high speeds. It is during this time that the missile deploys decoys and countermeasures to confuse enemy defenses, making it harder to intercept. The re-entry phase is the final stage of the flight, where the missile re-enters the Earth's atmosphere. The missile re-enters the Earth's atmosphere at hypersonic speeds, facing intense heat and pressure. It faces intense heat and pressure which can reach thousands of degrees. The warheads separate from the missile, each following its own path towards the target. They plummet towards their targets, guided by their own onboard systems. This phase is characterized by its speed and unpredictability, making it difficult for defenses to respond. Understanding these phases is crucial for developing effective missile defense systems, which can detect and intercept threats at various stages. It is also essential for developing strategies to prevent their use in the first place, through diplomacy and international treaties. The development of ICBMs involves cutting-edge research and technology, with scientists and engineers working tirelessly to improve their capabilities. Military personnel undergo rigorous training to handle these powerful weapons, ensuring they are prepared for any scenario. International cooperation is key to managing the threat of ICBMs, with nations working together to enhance global security. The history of ICBMs dates back to the Cold War, when the first missiles were developed as a deterrent against nuclear attacks. Today, missile technology has advanced significantly, with modern ICBMs featuring sophisticated guidance systems and state-of-the-art designs. Ongoing research and development continue to push the boundaries of what is possible, as scientists analyze data and run simulations to improve missile performance. Diplomatic efforts and international agreements play a crucial role in controlling the proliferation of ICBMs and ensuring global stability. Looking ahead, future missile defense technologies promise to offer even greater protection, with innovative systems and next-generation interceptors in development. While ICBMs are primarily associated with military use, the technology behind them also has peaceful applications, such as space exploration and scientific research. Ultimately, the goal is to reduce the reliance on these weapons and work towards a world where they are no longer needed, through global efforts for disarmament and peace initiatives. The power to destroy the world many times over resides in the hands of a few. These few nations have the capability to unleash devastation on a scale that is almost unimaginable. The mere existence of these weapons serves as a constant reminder of the potential for catastrophic conflict. 9 countries possess ICBMs: the United States, Russia, China, France, the United Kingdom, India, Pakistan, Israel, and North Korea. Each of these nations has developed their own nuclear capabilities for various strategic, political, and security reasons. The presence of these weapons in multiple countries adds layers of complexity to global security dynamics. Each country has its own reasons for developing and maintaining these weapons. For some, it is about deterrence and ensuring that they are not vulnerable to attacks from other nuclear-armed states. For others, it is about asserting their power and influence on the global stage. The motivations are as varied as the countries themselves. Each country's arsenal is unique. The types of missiles, the number of warheads, and the delivery systems all differ, reflecting the specific strategic needs and technological capabilities of each nation. This diversity in arsenals means that the global nuclear landscape is incredibly complex and constantly evolving. The United States and Russia possess the largest stockpiles of ICBMs. These two superpowers have amassed thousands of warheads, far outstripping the arsenals of other nuclear-armed states. Their vast stockpiles are a legacy of the Cold War, a time when the threat of nuclear conflict loomed large over the world. These arsenals are a legacy of the Cold War. During this period, the United States and the Soviet Union engaged in an arms race, each seeking to outdo the other in terms of nuclear capability. The result was a massive buildup of nuclear weapons, many of which remain in service today. They are a stark reminder of the dangers of nuclear proliferation. The existence of these weapons poses a constant threat to global security. The potential for accidental launches, miscommunications, or deliberate use in a conflict means that the risk of nuclear war is ever present. China's ICBM force is smaller, but growing. In recent years, China has been expanding its nuclear capabilities, developing new missile systems, and increasing the number of warheads in its arsenal. This growth reflects China's rising status as a global power and its desire to secure its interests in an increasingly competitive international environment. It reflects the country's increasing military might. As China continues to grow economically and militarily, its nuclear arsenal is becoming a more significant factor in global security calculations. The country's investments in advanced missile technology and strategic forces are a clear indication of its ambitions on the world stage. The United Kingdom and France have smaller arsenals. While not as large as those of the United States or Russia, the nuclear forces of the UK and France are still formidable. These countries maintain their arsenals as a means of deterrence, ensuring that they can respond to any nuclear threat. They maintain them as a deterrent. The concept of deterrence is central to the nuclear strategies of the UK and France. By having a credible nuclear capability, they aim to prevent any potential adversaries from considering a nuclear attack. This strategy relies on the principle of mutually assured destruction, where the use of nuclear weapons by one side would result in devastating retaliation. India and Pakistan's nuclear rivalry is a source of instability in South Asia. Both countries have developed nuclear weapons in response to perceived threats from each other. This rivalry has led to several close calls and continues to be a major concern for regional and global security. Israel's nuclear arsenal is shrouded in secrecy. Unlike other nuclear-armed states, Israel has never officially confirmed the existence of its nuclear weapons. However, it is widely believed to possess a significant number of warheads, which it views as essential for its national security. North Korea's pursuit of ICBMs has been met with international condemnation. The country's aggressive missile testing and development have raised tensions in the region and beyond. Despite facing numerous sanctions and diplomatic pressure, North Korea continues to advance its nuclear program. The existence of these arsenals is a threat to us all. The sheer destructive power of nuclear weapons means that their use would have catastrophic consequences for humanity. The potential for widespread devastation and long-term environmental damage makes the presence of these weapons a global concern. It is a threat that we must address through diplomacy, arms control, and a commitment to peace. Efforts to reduce the number of nuclear weapons and prevent their spread are crucial for ensuring global security. Through international cooperation and dialogue, we can work towards a world where the threat of nuclear war is significantly diminished. Imagine a single missile carrying not one, but multiple warheads. This is the terrifying reality of multiple independently targetable reentry vehicles, or MIRVs. Each MIRV can be aimed at a different target. This technology significantly increases the destructive potential of a single ICBM. MIRVs were developed during the Cold War. They were seen as a way to overcome missile defenses. By launching multiple warheads, an attacker could overwhelm the defenses of the time. This led to a dangerous arms race. Both the United States and the Soviet Union rushed to develop and deploy MIRVs. The development of MIRVs significantly increased the stakes of nuclear war. It made the consequences of a nuclear exchange even more catastrophic. The threat posed by MIRVs remains a major concern today. The existence of MIRVs complicates efforts to reduce nuclear arsenals. It makes verification of arms control treaties more difficult. It also increases the risk of accidental or unauthorized launch.